Hello, Dr. Goodo and fellow classmates. My name is John Dermeyer, and today I'm going to be presenting my final presentation for my research, which is titled How the 800-Meter Breaststroke and Freestyle Swim Affects Shoulder Flexibility. The field of swimming is highly motivated by the Olympics. In the Summer Olympics, you can see athletes such as this picture of Michael Phelps swimming. And as these athletes warm up and participate, you can see their shoulder flexibility and athleticism in perfect form as they swim, and this becomes motivating to people. So because of the Olympics, people have tried to emulate them and use this as their mode of exercise. And it has been found that swimming, there's been mixed findings on how swimming affects shoulder flexibility. It is a low impact sport, so it doesn't put the same kind of stimulus on joints, and it has been used as rehabilitation for injuries. It also has caused injuries due to repetitive range of motion. One of the most common researched injuries within swimming is swimmer's shoulder, and that's caused by impingement in the rotator cuff. And one way that shoulder flexibility can be tested is the back scratch test. This test has primarily been used for senior citizens and is performed by reaching one arm over your back and trying to, and then your second arm and grasping behind your back and doing both sides. And just measuring in between your hands in the back to see the shoulder range of motion. This is pertinent to swimming because, like those Olympic athletes, you need to have flexibility to participate in the sport and to excel at it. Another very important thing within swimming is biomechanics. Using the proper technique within these modes of swimming, such as the breaststroke and freestyle, if a person is compensating, they can become injured. And then the temperature of the pool is important, and the temperature of muscles. And then primarily I've seen that many swim research studies have focused on males rather than females, so there's a need to research both genders. And the purpose of this research is to find which mode of swimming increases shoulder flexibility. So my research question is, what is the effect of the 800-meter breaststroke swim or 800-meter freestyle swim on the back scratch test? My null hypothesis is there will be no difference in the back scratch tests between training protocols of the 800-meter breaststroke and 800-meter freestyle. And then my hypothesis is that the 800-meter breaststroke will result in greater improvement in the back scratch test than the 800-meter freestyle. Okay, my methods of the research. The participants were randomly selected college students between the ages of 18 and 30. There will be 40 total participants, 20 female and 20 male. They have taken an intermittent swimming class or passed an 800-meter swim test. And they were also given informed consent and health questionnaires to ensure that the study is ethical. The procedures for the test are that there will be a back scratch pre-test before anyone participates in the research. There'll be a 5-minute warm-up before each swim using rehabilitative aquatic aerobic exercises. And then there will be 4 groups that are split up into 5 females and 5 males. The first group will be the 800-meter breaststroke group, and they'll swim 3 days a week for 6 weeks. The second group is the 800-meter freestyle group, which will swim 3 times a week for 6 weeks. And then the third group will be an alternating group, and this group will alternate every 100 meters until they reach 800 meters, and they'll do this 3 times a week for 6 weeks. And then there will also be the control group, and this group will only take the back scratch pre-test in the first week and the back scratch post-test in the 6th week. And then there will be a time limit on the total swim of the 800-meter swim, which is 20 minutes. And the post-test will be given to all swimming groups within 5 minutes of them exiting the pool. And the instruments that will be used are, of course, a lap pool that is 78 degrees, a stopwatch to ensure that athletes finish within 20 minutes, and the back scratch test will be performed using the same ruler, and there will be 2 measurements taken just between the hands alternating sides. The statistical analysis will be done is a single factor ANOVA, and we use this to compare multiple groups. And what we're looking for is a significant P-score. And you can't, within the P-score here, my P-score was actually 0.0038, which in my analysis there, you can see that I rounded it to 0.004. And what that P-score shows is that there is a difference between groups. Whoa, so my one-way ANOVA showed that there was a difference between groups, and that's not significant yet because there was so many groups. There needs to be done, post hoc testing needs to be done, And the specific post hoc test that I chose is the Tukey HSD, and that would compare the mean scores of each of the 4 groups. And Tukey HSD stands for honestly significant difference. And I picked that one because in post hoc testing, that was a test that was more likely to validate your research. There were some limitations to it, and there is more room for error, but a researcher would use that to have a better chance of validating their research. And then, it finds the largest difference among those mean scores to show where the most significance was. The limitations to my research were the duration. That could be changed. The duration of each 800-meter swim could be played with, and also the total 6 weeks. You could do a research which is more 12 weeks or something of that nature. I didn't factor in body composition testing. That limits it. And then also neurological assessment could change the outcome of the back scratch test. And then where I think more research should be done is playing with the timing of alternating swim techniques. I hypothesized that which within the post hoc testing, that the group that showed the biggest difference based on the mean scores was the alternating group. So I think that needs to be studied more of the timing of alternating within swimming. And then also using the factor of lower body torque and how that affects spinal flexibility would be a good topic to study. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I've really enjoyed participating in this, and want to wish all of you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you so much.